Welcome back. Still Business Morning on Sunrise Daily. We head straight to the commodity space. And we're worried about the Naira, that in spite of that intervention from the central bank yesterday, we still saw that huge depreciation on the currency. And discussing this is research manager with financial derivatives company, Dr. Ifeoma Nwokolo. Dr. Nwokolo, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Great. So we had intervention yesterday, and yet we still had the Naira depreciating. Is there something we're missing?
From what we are seeing, you are quite correct. What we are seeing, we saw that Naira keeps depreciating and is a major concern. Because if we say we want to do a reform, the depreciation of Naira, the valuation of Naira is a major concern that is going to affect this particular plan. We see that Naira has continued to decline, even though we are having the reserve, increase in reserve of about $2.2 billion. So it simply means that the increase in the reserve we have is not strengthening the Naira yet. We are not seeing it transit into the strengthening of Naira. And the question becomes, what is really the issue? And the major concern is that there is high demand of dollar. You see, the demand of dollar is outspacing the supply of dollar. At this point in time, you see a lot of importation because Nigeria is an import-based country. So there's a lot of pressure on Naira, and this is the time importers import goods as against December. This is the time of importation. So a lot of people are starting for dollar. Also, let's not forget that a lot of Nigerians have lost confidence in the value of Naira. A lot of people are beginning to look for an alternative currency to keep their money, which is dollar. So you see, this is what is causing this depreciation in the value of Naira. And if this happens, even though there's going to be removal of taxes and duties on staple food, that is one. The Naira devaluation is another point. When you remove taxes and levies from importation, what happens to the dollar rate? So the dollar rate is still going to filter into whatever commodity that is brought in, and we begin to see that it will seem as if nothing is done. We may not really see changes in terms of reduction in prices if the value of Naira is not appreciating.
So, do you think that now, I know this is for June, our oil production that's increased by 1.6%, even though we are still not, we're still far from the 1.5, which is our target and all of that. But at least we had 1.276 yesterday. That was released by OPEC. That's our oil production. Do you think this could help?
Yeah, in a way, it could help. You just saw a 1 point. It's just a minimal increase, 0.14% increase. So it's going to help in the sense that our major importation earnings is from crude oil. So when we do this, we are going to see it's going to be a plus for us in terms of our reserve and in terms of FX into the economy. It's going to go a long way as well. But even at that, we have not been able to meet our target of 1.5 in OPEC. So let's not begin to rejoice over it. It's little or nothing. It's going to do little or nothing to the FX market. So there's need for more production. That we boost our FX.
Okay, so I guess if you can tell, have you heard anything about the petrol queues? How is it in your area? Is it official? Are we going to get PMS price increase? I know they had hinted that prices at the depot prices are increasing and all.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing. Petrol queue all over the place. And this has become a long-standing issue in Nigeria. and had become a reoccurrence. You begin to see that petrol prices are going for almost 800 naira per litre. And it's important to note that when prices of fundamental commodities like petroleum increase, you are going to begin to see it will create a cycle of rising costs and inflation. And this will have a ripple effect.
All right.
Effect in the sense that it's going to begin to affect transportation costs, cost of production, which will filter into the prices of commodity and become inflationary and
all right, Dr. Ifeoma Nwokolo, Research Manager at Financial Derivatives Company. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's time to head back to the Sunrise Daily studios, but I'll just tell you that yesterday the NGX was almost unchanged, but in the negative, lost about 2 billion naira, and the banks had a lot of profit taking yesterday. Well, not a lot, just 0.39%. Consumer goods was positive, industrial goods is recovered, even though it was marginal. Let's head back now. I'm sure Kayla and I, you are waiting. They have a lot of conversation waiting for you. We'll do it again tomorrow.